must test. On the other hand, Azimio principles, that is Wiper Kalonzo Musyoka of the Wiper Party, has dared ODM to declare its stand on whether it's supporting the Gen Zs or the government of the day. Remember the nullification on the Finance Act 2023? It has thrown Kenyans into limbo. In fact, the Federation of Kenya Employers, that is FKE, has urged KRA to clarify on whether, or rather give direction on how they should prepare their payrolls. Already the Finance Act 2020, the Finance Bill of 2024 was withdrawn. Finance Act of 2023 was nullified by the courts, and so it's still unclear. In studio, I'll be joined by very key guests to analyze these topics. That is Honorable Geoffrey Rukumbere, North Member of Parliament, Maliba Arnold, Strategic Communication Advisor, UDA Party, and Zach Kinuthia, who is the former Chief Administrative Secretary in the former regime. We'll also be touching on the uproar over the reduction of equitable share to counties, that is from 400.1 billion Kenya shillings to 380 billion Kenya shilling. A conversation that you can't afford to miss. Talk to us via social media platforms at K24 TV, at Joel Chacha, as well on SMS and WhatsApp numbers on the bottom of your screens. But let's first of all focus on these stories before getting to our newspaper reviews. What is in our dailies this morning? Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka has demanded that ODM declares its stand. Kalonzo, who was in Thika for a church service, wants Raila Odinga and his ODM party to make it clear whether they are with the Gen Z movement or with the government, insisting there cannot be middle ground in their fight against bad leadership. The Wiper leader, who has insisted that he will remain firm with his stance, wants the Gen Zs to conduct thorough audits of government's procurement contracts to avert corruption. Martin Opio reports.
And we know there is
Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka's political escapades took him to Thika town for a church service. Leaders accompanying him took the opportunity to take on ODM for joining the Kenya Kwanza government.
The avoidance of any doubt, tukiwa Kiambu County leo tutaka tuseme hawa tulio hapa, we stand with the Gen Zs, with the millennials, with the people of Kenya. Wale wameamua kwenda kusimama na Zakayo, wamepanda juu ya mti kushikilia Zakayo, kumsaidia Zakayo. We want to tell you today, we are not party to it.
They are arguing that ODM's actions are a betrayal to not only the Gen Zs, but Kenyans who were yearning for change following bad governance.
It is not right for any of us who stood and told people that we can fight for you to go and join the people we were fighting against. It is not right. And I'm talking to our brothers who have been enticed into this thing called broad government. Please, hii damu itakuwa kwa mkono yenu.
Kalonzo is demanding that ODM declares its stand, as there's no middle ground.
You are either with the Gen Z and the people of Kenya or with Zakayo. It's as simple as that. Me, I want to invite all the Kenyans of goodwill, bila kujali misingi yetu ya kikabila. Tuungane, tuokoe nchi yetu hii. We do not have another country.
Upande ni mbili tu Kenya sasa. Either uko na majenzi na wa Kenya, ama uko na Zakayo. Hapo hakuna katikati hapo. Nimeona gazeti inasema ati Raila anapitia katikati. Hapana.
They're also taking issues with Ruto's sentiments that it was time for all the leaders to be called Zakayo.
Alikuwa amesema hakuna siku kutakuwa na serikali ya nusu mkate. Ndio Kenya kuwe na opposition ile inasimama imara, ndio Kenya serikali yake iwe inachungwa vile inakaa, inatakikana. Juzi mumeona ame-invite opposition, akaweka ndani ya serikali yake.
According to Kalonzo, ODM is in government, but President Ruto will be the one to call the shots.
Wataki waitwe Zakayo peke yao. Jamaa hataki kuitwa Zakayo peke yake. wale ambao waliingia kule kutoka kwa mlengo wetu, nataka wajue hivi, wale maminista wale, waziri mwenyewe anaitwa Ruto. If they don't know, because they have sworn allegiance. Now hakuna mmoja wao wale wane ambao ni president.
They have vowed to maintain their stand against joining the government.
Tunashukuru bwana Mheshimiwa Kalonzo Musyoka sana, Mheshimiwa Eugene, pia Mheshimiwa Kioni na viongozi wengine wote wa Azimio, wale ambao wamekataa kuingia kwa serikali ya Zakayo, kwa sababu hawa ndio ambao wamesimama na mwananchi, especially watu ya mlima.
The youths have further been urged to be hawk-eyed and scrutinize government contracts. The stance is coming hot on the heels of an impending principal secretary's purge, where ODM is started to be gunning for at least 20 slots.
Mumepanda juu ya mti kusaidia Zakayo. Gen Z walikuwa wamelemea Zakayo, walikuwa wameshukisha Zakayo, mguu mmoja ilikuwa imefika chini. Kweli si kweli? Gen Z walileta shida, wakafanya a president who was a globetrotter to be converted from a globetrotter president to a resident of Kenya.
Kama mjue hiyo revolution, peaceful revolution itaendelea. Vijana muende sasa hivi mkaona kama mmevinyiliwa, lakini mjue Mungu yuko juu mbinguni na huko chini tuna Jeremia, Kioni na Kalonzo na Mara na Mvule Mdogo na Mbua, tutasaidiana tuokoe nchi yetu.
During the Sunday service, Kalonzo was fronted as the 2027 flag bearer and the leader of opposition who will rescue Kenyans from the shackles of selfish leaders. Martin Opio, K24 TV, Nairobi.
Meanwhile, cooperatives and MSMEs Cabinet Secretary Wycliffe Oparanya has said that he will resign if he encounters pushback on his policies in the ministry. Oparanya was speaking at a church in South B, Nairobi, where he vowed to use his appointment as an opportunity to address the grievances that led to the Gen Z protest. Here now is Muriel Adhiambo with more on this story.
Name of Jesus.
On the first Sunday since he took his oath of office, Cooperatives Cabinet Secretary Wycliffe Oparanya attended a service at Mariakani Church in South B, Nairobi County. Oparanya, who was in the company of ODM Deputy Party Leader nominee Godfrey Osotsi and Makadara MP George Aladwa, maintained that he would resign if the government was unwilling to cooperate with him in his new mandate.
Wameangalia wameona huyu mzee anaweza kusaidia kazi. Si ndio? Nitawasaidia lakini kiwaambia twende njia hii ni wanakataa, mimi nitajiondoa na nirudi kwangu. Kwa sababu ukitaka usaidiwe kazi mpaka ukubali. Si ndio? Ukubali kusaidiwa. Lakini ukiwa hapo, tukiwa hapo na wewe sasa unajifanya mjuaji, utakuwa na shida.
Oparanya assured Kenyans that he was ready to collaborate with them to address the grievances that triggered the recent protests.
Naona vijana Gen Z wanaongea mambo yao, hawana biashara, hawana kazi, hakuna ajira. Sasa mimi niko hapo kupambana nao, kuongelesha hao, tuona kwamba hao vijana wana kitu ya kufanya.
The CS, who until his appointment held the position of Deputy Party Leader of ODM, dismissed claims that the position should have been inherited by a native of Kakamega, saying Osotsi, who is the senator for Vihiga, is up to the task.
Nimeona kule kwangu Kakamega, wengine wanalia, hiyo ilikuwa chama yetu, ilikuwa kiti yetu, hiyo Deputy Party Leader ilikuwa ya Kakamega. Kwa sababu kwa nini imeenda Vihiga? Hiyo ni upusi. Muluya ni mulu.
Hiyo kelele mingi, sijui ingekuwa Busia, ingekuwa Kakamega, ingekuwa wapi. Mimi nawaambia hiyo kelele tafadhali tuwache chini. Mimi kama kiongozi wenyu Deputy Party Leader nitahudumia mtu yote.
The leaders further defended the CS, who was faced with the corruption allegations, and dismissed claims that the appointment of Oparanya and other ODM members has divided the party, saying ODM is as strong as ever.
Sisi bado ni chama kivyetu na chama cha upinzani. Kama watafanya mazuri, tutawaunga mkono. Kama watafanya makosa, tutaendelea kuwakosoa. Ama namna gani? Sababu sisi kama chama tunasimamia wananchi wa Kenya.
Hata deputy president anazunguka akisema Wakikuyu wasaidike. Leo atakufa na Wakikuyu, hata nyinyi mkufe na Waluya. Hata zile shares mmepewa mtugawie.
Despite a recent drive to end church donations by leaders in a bid to fight corruption, the CS donated 100,000 shillings to the church and pledged his support for future developments. Muriel Adhiambo, K24 TV, Nairobi.
Political leaders drawn from Mount Kenya are said to be crafting a new political outfit ahead of the 2027 general election, according to former Bahati Member of Parliament Kimani Ngunjiri. The recent changes in the political landscape has propelled the decision to form a new political outfit for the Mount Kenya region. As Ian Kitani now reports, Ngunjiri says leaders from the region will firmly support Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua.
Weeks after talks of plans to impeach Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua made rounds, with insiders claiming that a section of Mount Kenya leaders support the move, former Bahati Member of Parliament Kimani Ngunjiri now says political leaders from Mount Kenya region are crafting a new political vehicle ahead of the 2027 general election.
This is the time now, don't be cheated. And I'm telling Kikuyus, please, I'm not a tribal, but I'm saying let's have a party. The solution is a party. Because we went in the coalition, we did not have an agreement. That we have been screwed now. Why is the people of Kenya Kwanza already? Where are we? We are not there. Are we stupid? We are not normal that we can lead this country. But because of just tribalism and the stealing in this country, why can't you give us peace? If you don't like Milima, give us time for our contract with the Gachagua, 2027, then people can decide where they can go.
Speaking in Kandara, Murang'a County, the once Ruto loyalist who found himself left in the cold hinted at the move in its early stages, insisting that the decision to form the party was fueled by the Ruto-Raila pact.
Other people whom were fighting us, we were fighting them because of the Ruto to have a president. We were fighting them badly. Today, they're in the same bedroom. So if they're in the same bedroom, what is the use of being loyal? There's no use of being loyal. Because it is good when you're in opposition. You fight, you get right. They have been in opposition throughout. And he gets what he wants. With the small block he has, he still gets what he's supposed to get. Why should we be loyal to somebody and we are not getting what deserves our votes?
While slamming the so-called broad-based government, Ngunjiri noted that the leaders drawn from the Mount Kenya region will rally behind embattled Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. The former lawmaker lamented that whereas the region is still in UDA and in government, there's need to have a political party so as to have bargaining power.
They are abusing Gachagua in front of you. You have all the power to stop it. You can't. Do you think people can say it is those people? No. They know you are the one who is behind it. If you let the people to humiliate Gachagua, let me tell you, people in Mlima, I will give you a secret. Maybe you don't know them. I'm one of them. Then when they identify something, they keep quiet. But the result will be 2027.
With President William Ruto banning public servants and politicians from Harambee in church, Ngunjiri was, however, quick to dismiss the directive. Ian Kitani, K24 TV.
Now, President William Ruto on Sunday traveled to Rwanda at the invitation of the country's President Paul Kagame to attend his inauguration after being re-elected for a fourth term in the recently concluded elections held on July 15th. The visit marks President Ruto's first international trip in 2 months following a recent domestic criticism of his extensive foreign engagements at the expense of taxpayers' money. Ruto, who is known for his international trips, last traveled abroad mid-June when he attended and a summit in Italy previously touted with struggling to remain in the country for more than 4 consecutive weeks. Ruto was seen to be placed under lockdown following the Gen Z-led anti-government protests that have since calmed down the rival. And of course, that is following the Gen Z that have since calmed down with the arrival of a harmonious relationship between the government and a section of top opposition leaders.
N'ingabo nk'ibimenyetso byo kuri birango by'igihugu turasaba umugaba mukuru.
ODM leaders from the coast have buried their political differences in support of Mombasa Governor Abdulswamad Nasir's appointment as the new ODM deputy party leader. The leaders have urged Nasir to use the position to unite all coastal ODM leaders who are opposing his appointment and to initiate grassroots programs to ensure the party remains popular at the coast.
A few days ago, the coastal region witnessed high political temperatures over who should take over as the new ODM deputy party leader, replacing Ali Hassan Joho, who was appointed to the cabinet.
Nasema kama alivyoonyesha ishara deputy party leader wetu ambaye tumuunga mkono si mwingine ni kijana aliyetusaidia hapa Jomvu, Abdulswamad Sharif Nasir. Mpigeni makofi gavana wetu wa Mombasa.
Kwa kituo chako kile wapiga kura Raila alishindwa. Wewe leo unataka kuwa party leader.
The push and pull has however started going down after ODM party's appointment of Mombasa Governor Abdulswamad Sharif Nasir, who has urged all ODM leaders at the region to set their differences aside.
Juzi tu alipokuwa lipuka na mimi kijana mwepesi kalipuka, lakini nakuomba msamaha mzee wangu na nimemsamehe kijana mwepesi.
Kauli yangu kwa viongozi wote, hii position si Abdulswamad Sharif Nasir, hii position ni yetu sote. Huu msafara sitotembea peke yangu, huu msafara tutatembea pamoja.
Speaking during an empowerment forum in Jomvu, Mombasa, ODM leaders led by Mombasa Senator Mohamed Faki and Kwale Senator Issa Boy endorsed Nasir's appointment while urging him to focus on popularizing the party, which is facing tough competition from UDA, especially after President William Ruto formed a broad-based government, including ODM party members, to his Kenya Kwanza administration.
Kupongeza kwa kuweza kuchukua nafasi ya deputy leader wa chama chetu cha ODM. Kwa hakika ni jukumu kubwa ambalo umelipata, na tukishukuru chama pia kwa kuweza kuregesha chekiti hicho katika pwani yetu.
Hata kule Kwale sisi pia tunasema tunakuunga mkono, usitio wasiwasi.
Ambayo yameshapita, ama sivyo? Siasa zatembea na siasa zaendelea. Tukishamaliza chapter kishafungwa, imefungwa hiyo. Tunasahau na tunasonga mbele.
The ceasefire call has also been championed by ODM supporters across the region.
Wamesema tayari yaliyopita si ndwele, tunaganga yajayo. Hata yale maneno yalizungumzwa mengi, sisapita. Wacha afanye kazi, aendeshe lo gurudumu la ODM machungwa na tuone mafanikio.
Sisi kama wananchi tunaomba viongozi wetu washikane pamoja sasa, tusongeze chama mbele na tuweke amani, tofauti zote tuziweke kando.
This comes as Mombasa Governor Abdulswamad Sharif Nasir urged senators to protect devolution by ensuring county allocation remain at 400 billion shillings opposed to the 380 billion shillings reduced allocation.
Kwa serikali kuu katika mambo ya kupata mapato yao walikuwa na shortfall. Serikali za county ambao kwamba zinafaa kubeba mzigo ule.
Ukishapitisha bill ya equitable share, yani DORA, Division of Revenue Bill, huwa hakuna tena mjadala masuala hayo.
Bonfas Msangi, K24, Mombasa.
Away from matters politics, Mbaikini Girls Secondary School learners dream to participate in the international robotics competition facing the world during the World Robot Olympiad competition in Izmir, Turkey this year may fail to be realized due to lack of finances. The 3 students who emerged top in, of course, senior category during the World Robotics Olympiad in Nairobi last week are scheduled to travel to Turkey in November to showcase Kenya's prowess in robotics and coding, but due to financial constraints, they may not. The girls decide to participate in the international competition, remain in limbo. Our reporter Election Odera caught up with them in their school in Wamunyi, Machakos County, and brings us their story of desperation, although laced with hope.
Despite their desperation aid in their hearts, there's a glimmer of hope shining in the girls' faces.
We downloaded the wrong code. We downloaded the wrong code to the brain. Everyone was like...
The 3 students from Baikini Girls in Mwala, Machakos County, qualified to participate in the international robotics competition to be staged in Izmir, Turkey from November 28th to 30th. Their recent victory in the senior division at the World Robotics Olympiad in Nairobi has fueled their dream to excel further. Unfortunately, financial constraints pose a significant hurdle for them.
People said that we are from Baikini Girls. Baikini Girls is a small school, and people from Baikini Girls are poor, so we cannot go and win anything.
Winnie Wangari, a Form 1 student in the rural school, says the project that propelled them to victory is the use of computer language to reconstruct houses after the destruction occasioned by an earthquake.
In our robot, we have some challenges because first, the robot is using a brain, and sometimes, I don't know, the brain is forgetting the holders or it's what, but we are trying our best to make it do the task perfectly.
It's just that there's no other level after internationals. If there was, we could have gone, but we need support first so that we can go to Turkey. The brain or the laptop.
The robot, controlled by machine language, moves to collect and clear all the debris before construction starts.
You know, when you give the instructions, it will just do the correct thing I've told you to do. And you should just measure the correct thing so that you can do the best and do the specific task that is given to do it.
We caught up with them, practicing dealing with challenges in commanding the robot to perform tasks effectively, since it can use both brain and machine language before their trip to Turkey.
Oh, the robot was doing the wrong, totally wrong.
We changed the code.
We were given 20 minutes to make the code, a new code, so that it can take
we can just adjust where the robot is not working.
So we downloaded the wrong code.
The 3 who kept faith believe that opportunities don't choose backgrounds if one has the potential and resilience to win.
If every student can get an opportunity to get resources and to thrive, then they can achieve their goals in future.
Even our school is not called the Baikini. We were told the article there means it's a national school, the Baikini Girls. When he called us the Baikini Girls, we are given a big rank as if you are the national schools. And the way you look at our school, it's a small school which started 2021 because this year we are doing the Form 4s are doing.
The school, situated in Wamunyi with a population of close to 70 learners, is banking on their trip to Turkey as a milestone in writing the school's history since its inception in 2021. Angela Kalondo says her parents cannot afford to pay for the expenses. We caught up with her mom, who engages in car wash business in the market and feels the 3 girls have the potential to make Kenya proud if they are supported to participate in the international competition.
Naomba tu mtoto asaidiwe aende Turkey. Sasa juu sina uwezo wa kuchukulia mtoto wangu visa aende. Ningefurahi. Sasa naomba tu usaidizi. Mtoto ile ndoto yake alikuwa anatarajia itimie.
Patrick Munguti, Director Education at Kenya Connect, a non-governmental organization in Wamunyi that supported the girls' dream in participating in the World Robotics Olympiad in Nairobi, says they are overwhelmed and unable to cover all the expenses required to support the girls' trip to Turkey for the World Robotics Olympiad.
It's a bit overwhelming for Kenya Connect to take them to Turkey. But I know out there are people who are willing to support, who are willing to come in and help the girls achieve their dreams.
Being an organization that is breaking barriers to education in rural areas by eliminating the digital divide in learning, Munguti is urging people of goodwill to come in and support the 3 girls in realizing their dream. During the competition staged in Nairobi with nearly 25 participants, Makalu Junior, a school supported by same organization, emerged 4th in the junior division.
That is to take the elements, which is green elements, to go and place in Park A and B.
Reporting for K24 TV from Wamonyo, Machakos County, I am Electen Odera.
Thank you so much, Electen Odera, for highlighting their plight, and let's hope well-wishers will come on board to help them realize their dreams. And as promised, when we come back after the short commercial break, we'll be highlighting what is on our dailies this morning. That's the People Daily, the Daily Nation, Standard, and as well the Star. In studio, I'll be joined by Honorable Geoffrey Rukumbere, North Member of Parliament, Zaki Nuthia, former Chief Administrative Secretary, and already Maliba Arnold, Strategic Communication Advisor, UDA Party, is in studio. Keep the conversation going about social media platforms at K24 TV, Joel Chacha, as well on the SMS and WhatsApp numbers on the bottom of your screens. I'll be sampling some of them before wrapping up New Dawn this morning. We take a short commercial break at this juncture. We'll be back. Stay tuned.